Ryan, it seems as though we've been using the word game changer a lot lately.
Right.
And there are just these developments in comic books and in the movies, and DC's got their streaming service that came out recently, a ton of these things. The Black Label from DC, we made a video about this, about San Diego Comic-Con time, and I think we used the word game changer then, but I really didn't realize how much it was until I saw these today.
Batman Damned.
Oh my God, it looks stunning. Now I brought you a copy and you had an opportunity to look at it and read it.
It's not until you get it in your hands, I think. Like, this would not have worked on digital.
No, and there is something about it. It showed up at the shop today, and immediately you notice that it is magazine sized. It's priced higher. It's $6.99 for this. I don't think we realized how much larger. I mean, yeah, Ryan is holding it up for comparison, so you can see how much larger it is than a normal comic book, and it is an experience. DC noticed that a lot of their best-selling stories and most popular storylines, Kingdom Come, Killing Joke, a lot of these bigger ones were done outside of DC continuity.
Correct.
So they wanted to give writers and artists an opportunity to play with these characters outside of the continuity of DC and give them a little bit of a jump start. And oh my God, is it dark.
It paid off.
And so far from this one, okay, so immediately this came into the shop and I started freaking out, and I'm looking at this and I'm looking at how awesome this cover is. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And my helper Mike and my helper John are like, Russ, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, nothing. Look at this. And they were both like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I mean, it was just the most freak out moment. And we saw these and we spread them out on the table, and just the size is stunning and the art is stunning. And it was just one of those like, can it pay off? Can it be as good as we expect it to be? And Ryan, you had the opportunity to read it. What did you think?
I was blown away.
Yeah?
I'm not normally blown away by art unless it's like a step above. And
Yeah.
I would argue that this is several steps above your average comic book.
Absolutely.
As far as
So
the art goes, anyway.
written by Brian Azzarello and the art inside by Lee Bermejo, and it is just painted and it is beautiful. And the amount of characters that are showing up and the amount of things that are happening.
It's a nice little introduction, especially for somebody like me who is not too familiar with Justice League Dark.
No.
A lot of those characters are in this, at least this first issue, to varying degrees of prominence.
Right. So can you give us an elevator pitch about this?
I'll try. It appears to be a story about Batman having sustained some sort of mortal-ish injury, and he gets sort of rescued, in a sense, by John Constantine.
Okay.
Which is a pairing of characters that I don't think have crossed paths.
I'm
that
fairly
often.
certain that we have it now. We've seen Constantine play with the books of magic, and he was meeting with the Phantom Stranger, and he was meeting with, I mean, there are other times that Constantine is paired with people, but the Batman John Constantine, no.
Right.
This is like a dream come true. I mean, I'm a massive Batman fan. I love all of the Hellblazer stuff, and this is just something very, very cool to have. It's a murder mystery.
It really is.
There are so many nods in this. I like when Constantine calls Batman detective, and it's just like, okay, cool, because you know that we're going to be going on some
You know what kind of framework they're working in.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
There's a scene where they find the Joker's dead body has been pulled out of like the river, and this is news to Batman, and you can tell that's the that appears to be the mystery they're setting up over the course of these 3 issues.
Yep, as far as we know, this is going to be 3 issues. It's vague. I mean, from this one, you can tell that this is very much a puzzle, and we have these layers that are happening, and there's a bunch of flashbacks, and the Enchantress shows up, and you've got, I mean, there's some things, and we get to meet Zatanna, who's doing 3-card Monty on the corner. I mean, it's just, it's very, very cool.
Dead Man's in and out of here a few times as he does.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing kind of plays out almost in the it gives you the feeling that Batman has where he's slipping consciousness-wise.
Oh,
At
absolutely.
the beginning of this issue, he's definitely teetering between life and death, and the whole issue kind of has this pace and feel to it, like somebody probably would while hovering between life and death.
The first page starts out with the beep
The heart monitor thing.
Right, you got a heart monitor of Batman, and you see he's waking up in an ambulance.
Exactly.
And he's fighting these guys to jump out of the back of the ambulance.
They're trying to cut his mask off.
Is his back broken, or is he's got these mortal wounds, and what's happening with him, and he is hurting.
Right.
He's calling for Alfred. Alfred, oh, help, I need Alfred. And who shows up? John Constantine. And it's just kind of like, it starts off so small, and it's just, you can tell that Batman doesn't know what's going on. Bruce Wayne doesn't know what's going on. He ends up making it back to the Batcave, and he doesn't know what's going on.
No.
And it is just so deep and so dark. There's that scene in Batman Superman. Martha.
Yes.
God.
Everyone's favorite.
Right. But there's that scene where Batfleck is kind of like nodding off, and then there's a dream sequence, and then the Flash kind of like reaches out at him. It was weird, but it wasn't very well explained that he was slipping in and out of consciousness in a dream sequence. This does that very well. This does exactly what you need to do with, okay, we've got Batman and he cuts from here, and you know that he's here, but he's not here. And then Bruce Wayne is here, and then he's not here.
That's a good way to put it. He's kind of having some visions too of his parents. It makes me wonder if that's a real thing that he's remembering, or if this is a weird like hallucination, half remembered, or like an incorrect memory. There's some weird effects that other characters seem to be having on this whole thing. The whole issue kind of to me felt very cloudy and mysterious. The sense of mystery is very prevalent throughout this whole thing.
I mean, what if he was poisoned at some point in time? What if Ra's al Ghul poisoned Dagger? So what if someone blew some special dust and he's just hallucinating all of this, and it's all an angel's dream? I mean,
the fact that it's a little out of continuity too kind of gives it that like anything could happen sort of feel.
Something can happen. As a matter of fact, about halfway through, you get to see a bit of a turgid member. Right?
One way to put it. Sure.
Well, you know.
Bruce Wang.
Bruce Wang,
Yes.
as a matter of fact. Yes, you do have 4 full panels in this book where you get to see Batman's little Batarwang. Yeah.
It's suggested for mature readers, so...
It is absolutely for mature readers. Well, again, the whole idea of Black Label is since they're going to be taking these risks with these characters, they're going to be stepping outside of this, we're going to be seeing things that you've never seen before in the DC universe. And again, we're going to be able to throw some art up on this. It's going to be just stunning. I'm looking forward to the 2nd and 3rd issues of this. We also know that in the next few weeks... Which one are you excited for, Ryan?
I'm excited for Superman, year 1.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Frank Miller, John Romita Jr.
Yeah.
They're cool.
It should be good. If they can ever hit a deadline, it'll be good.
Sure.
Right?
Who cares? Deadline schmedline.
Yeah, no one cares about deadline schmedline.
anymore.
There's another Batman one that's going to be coming out about a month after that, and that's Snyder and Capullo.
Ooh.
And it's another Batman-based one, and this is one where Batman wakes up with the Joker with his head in a jar.
Weird.
Right? And the Joker's head is talking to him, and we're going to try and figure out what happens with that. Last week, there was actually another Black Label release, and this is something that we didn't really have the information for originally. There are new Black Labels, and then there are reprint Black Labels of things that have been released before with new information, new pages, new art. They just released the Absolute Killing Joke, which is a Black Label release. And there are pages that weren't in the original one, and there's explanation of things that weren't in the original one. Now, I have my copy of the shop. I haven't read it. I know that Kingdom Come is supposed to be released with extra pages. They're going to be going back and releasing some of these things that may have been edited for, I don't know, flow, may have been edited because it was too dark. A lot of times DC was really trying to keep some of these things to PG-13 so they could be on the newsstands, and when they are very clearly pushing for an R or even an NC-17 rating on this, they're going to have the opportunity to do many more of these things.
Like a director's cut almost.
Absolutely, which is very cool because DC has all this stuff in the can, but there's just pages that they weren't able to release.
I'm just excited about the possibility of diving into these future Black Label books as they come out, because this has been like a transcendent whole new experience.
Oh, totally. I mean, this one comic was very, very good. We're going to have a ton of great videos to be able to do for this one. Make sure you like and subscribe on this one. Comment down below and let us know what you think about it. And like, subscribe, and comment. You get an opportunity to win a copy of this. We will be sending out one of these free to one of you lucky people.
So lucky.
Are any of these Black Label books something you're looking for? Let us know in the comments down below. And as always,
don't forget to geek responsibly.
Enough
said, we got some great merchandise and some fantastic Geek Responsibly t-shirts with the new logo. You should go check them out, geekstreet101.com.